Good day, everyone. My topic is about anthropological basis of education and Filipino cultural values. Anthropological basis of education. Anthropology is derived from the Greek words anthropos, which means man, and logos, meaning the study of human differences, cultural and biological, against the background of the nature all humans share. Anthropologists study human social life and culture, including the origin of human race. Anthropology is the systematic study of humanity. The focus of anthropology is on understanding both our shared humanity and diversity and engaging with diverse ways of being in the world. Next is culture. Culture is defined by Edward B. Taylor as that complex whole which includes knowledge, belief, art, law, morals, customs, and other capabilities and habits acquired by man as a member of a society. A culture is a way of life of a group of people, the behavior, belief, values, and symbols that they accept generally without thinking about them, and that are passed along by communication and imitation from one generation to the next. Next is kinds of culture. Meron tayong dalawa. Una ay ang culture intangible, includes belief, morals, laws, customs, traditions, folkways, mores, and etc. Culture intangible belief in karma, the idea that one's action in this life will affect future lives. It is a cultural belief in many South Asian society. Next is material culture or tangible. It includes man's technologies and etc. Material culture includes physical objects like tools, buildings, and art that reflect a society's way of life. Next is a characteristic of culture. First is culture is learned. Man is not born with culture, but he is born with the capacity to acquire and learn the culture of his group. Number 2, all people have varied culture. Every society has its cultural values that are different from the others. Number 3, culture is a group product. Man cannot develop a culture of his own if he is alone. Culture is transmitted. The learned culture of the past generation are transmitted to posterity through education. What we are today is the product of what they were before. Next is the importance of culture. For 1, through the development of culture, man can set aside certain laws of nature to conform to his needs. Culture allows humans to bend certain natural laws to meet their needs, such as using technology to control the environment. Number 2, through the development of culture, man can overcome his physical handicap. Culture enables humans to overcome physical handicaps through tools, technology, and inclusive social practices. Next is folkways, customary ways of behaving which have become habitual and repetitive to an individual or group. For example, is caring for the elders and saying po and opo. Next is mores, are the customs, norms, and behaviors that are acceptable to a society or social group. Mores are norms that are widely observed and have great moral significance, include gossiping, stealing, lying, bullying, and breaking a promise. Next is culture change. May occur either by accident or direction. It is brought about the passage of time, migration, and other factor. An example of culture change occurring by accident is the evolution of language. Over time, words and phrases change in meaning or fall out of use, often unintentionally. On the other hand, culture change can also be intentional, such as when a government implements policies to promote a certain cultural identity. Next is subculture. Refers to the attitude of a certain group to deviate from the habitual practices of the majority. This is apparent in the new style of dressing, language, other practices of a group of people which are different from the majority. A subculture can form based on various factors such as age, ethnicity, occupation, interests, or other social identifiers. Members of a subculture often identify with each other and may express their identity through unique style of dress, music, preferences, language, and social activities. Subculture can exist within a society alongside the dominant culture, providing individual with a sense of belonging and identity within a larger social context. Cultural relativism refers to the practices considered immoral or taboo certain group of people, yet moral to other societies. For example, is polygamy, premarital sex, and etc. Cultural relativism is the idea that belief and behavior are understood within the context of the culture in which they occur without judging them based on other cultures' standard. Next is culture shock. Is the term used to denote the feeling of depression, often expressed as homesickness caused by living in a foreign environment. Culture shock can occur when someone experiences disorientation or discomfort when encountering a new culture, such as moving from a rural area to a bustling city. This can lead to a feeling of confusion and anxiety due to the unfamiliar norms and lifestyle. Cultural values refers to the collective ethical, aesthetics, and religious values of the community, including artistic inclination, poetry, music, painting, literature, and such other practices which the entire society considered as vital elements of their existence. One example of cultural value is the emphasis on respect for elders in many Asian cultures. This value emphasizes the importance of showing respect and honor. Next is the test of Robin Williams to determine which practices are included in one's cultures. Number 1. Extensiveness, number of percentage of the population practicing the value. Number 2. Duration, time element, how long has the value been practiced. Number 3. Intensity, the total impact of the value upon the populace, the severity or gravity of punishment or condemnation for violation. Number 4. Prestige of the value career, refer to the people practicing such value. Next is the Filipino cultural values. The Filipino people are known for their various cultural values, whether beneficial or not. These cultural values make the Filipino people unique and distinct from other peoples of the world. Some of the important Filipino cultural values are the following. Non-rationalism is the tendency to perceive thoughts, objects, events, and persons as sacred. This includes animism, the belief in supernatural spirits who are presumable, interfering with man's daily affair. Next is fatalism, belief in luck, fortune-telling, bahala na, suerte or malas, horoscope, and etc. Next is social acceptance, the desire to be always accepted by the group. Next is pakikisama, yielding to the decision of the majority. Next is euphemism, stating an unpleasant truth, opinion, or request as pleasantly as possible. Next is go-between, the use of a third party to exact a favor or request from other person. This includes hiya and amor proprio. Next is emotional closeness and security of the family. Means the mutual dependence among relatives. This could also mean granting special favors or privilege among the immediate or even distant relatives. Authority refers to the emphasis on the power and importance of authority figure. Economic and social improvement is the desire to improve the standard of living of his family and his hometown. Next is utang na loob, means of gratitude. Utang na loob, repaying a favor with gratitude. Next is personalism, emphasize the importance of the person with whom one has immediate face-to-face contact and connection. This include pakiusap, lagay, regalo, or palakasan. Personalism, prioritizing relationship and personal connection. Indolence, laziness or lack of motivation. Ningas kugon, means great enthusiasm at the beginning of a task, yet after a certain period of time, the enthusiasm is fading gradually. Ningas kugon, starting a task with enthusiasm but losing interest over time. Next is mañana habit, refers to procrastination or putting for tomorrow what can be done. Postponing the completion of their work's tasks, believing they can always finish them later, leading to a pile up unfinished work and potential. Next is hospitality, means cordially entertaining guests and visitors, even to the point of sacrificing their own welfare. Hospitality, warmly welcoming and entertaining guests. Last is fiesta syndrome, refers to the lavish spending during fiestas and other occasions, overspending during festive occasions.